Yahweh, Bahashem, Bahashai, Bahashem, Wakakadash, which all praise the Yahweh, remember the Heavenly Father, Bahashem, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Son, when people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, Bahashem, Wakakadash, through the Holy Spirit, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who learn the truth from via the internet. And shalom to the brothers that's out there prophesying, waking up the elect, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that will be saved, as well as the Israelite foreigners, those that may look like the heathen nations in appearance, but the bloodline and spirit goes back to the Israelite. It's not how you look, but about your bloodline and who you go back to, your lineage. You know, so some of the elect is gonna come looking at the other nation. You know, you don't have to be like typical Negro, Latino, and Native American. But anyway, we get into this article. It says Putin, Russia suspends participation in the last remaining nuclear treaty with the U.S., which is the I believe it's called the START Treaty. It's basically limiting the amount of nuclear weapons one is allowed to have, like nuclear warheads, to reduce how many they're allowed to have. And Russia's backing out of it and creating new missiles. You realize with this, with his Satan 2 missile. And you know, in the scriptures, the Lord said he created a smith that blows the coals and fire. You know? So he put in his spirit these devils to create more nukes to be used in the latter days for the Third World War II. That's one of your scriptures. Joel 3:10. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your priming hooks into spears. That the weak say I'm strong and the weak is saying they're strong. In other words, that wouldn't be looked at, you know, at the time, Babylon, so-called America, was looked at as the most powerful. You know, the only ones, you know, capable of mass destruction. That everybody else started getting nukes and weapons in the same amount, even surpassing Babylon's arsenal. You know, now they're saying they're strong, they're being more bold. It says, in Joel 3:10, it says, there'll be your plowshares into swords. They'll be in the plowshares. So they're not focusing mostly on agriculture and stuff like that. They're mostly focusing on either the New World, MOTB, the chip, you know, the MC hip, and you know, the arsenal, the military. And recently, China is not contemplating, but going to enlist, if you're of the age to fight, 18 to 25, you know, to call you up for quote unquote service, you know. And it's coming war. Well, we know through the scriptures, this war is gonna be definitive. It's gonna be ultimately fought with nuclear warheads, nuclear weapons. Into this article, it says Putin, Russia suspends participation in the last remaining nuclear treaty with the U.S. Moscow, February 21st, what is President Vladimir Putin said on Tuesday that Russia was suspending its participation in the New START treaty in the United States that limits the two-side strategic nuclear arsenal. Putin stressed the Russian was not withdrawing from the treaty, but the suspension further imperiled the last remaining pillar of arms control between the U.S. and Russia, which between them hold nearly 90% of the world's nuclear warheads, enough to destroy the planet many times over. So they suspending from the read the rest, it's not that long. Suspending from the treaty, so they could focus on being. Let's get to the scripture. Let's get Isaiah 54. Isaiah 54 verse 16 said, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals and the fire, and bringeth forth an instrument of his works, nuclear missiles. And I have created a waster to destroy." Look at the waster. Esau Edom ultimately. His blessing was the sword. He is the waster. He destroyed everywhere he goes. He destroyed everything he touched. He destroyed. And the ultimate waster is going to be the nuclear missiles that the Lord put in the spirit of the devil to create, to ultimately bring about Armageddon. World War III. Isaiah 13. That's 27. Yeah, okay. I'll get 6. So I'll get 15, 17 says, "Behold, I will set up the Medes against them, we shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it." So yeah, the modern day Medes is Russia and the other nations. They're talking about a future prophecy. Back then, Babylon was taken down. Oh, we're gonna get to that. Let's go down the verse. All correct. Said the bulls shall instrument wars, nuclear missiles. Also shall dash the young men to pieces. They shall have no pity. Shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb, and the eye shall not spare children. So the nuclear missile is not gonna have. You're gonna be balling with you. You could buy it off. You're not gonna be buy your life off first off, because these things come for destruction. The Lord's not gonna bargain. By then it'll be too late. By when the time missiles start flying, the electrons gonna be beamed up on the chariots. There's no bargaining. Even when Jacob trouble starts, there's no bargaining. That means the elect is sick. And it's a wrap. The boy shall not shall have no pity upon the fruit of the womb, and shall not spare children. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beater of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So they're gonna be destroyed by fire. The scripture is Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by fire, and future Babylon will be destroyed by fire. We know it's not talking about ancient Babylon. Babylon was taken down by fire. And the lake of fire. It shall never be inhabited. Then we know ancient Babylon is Taurus. Some people go there, some people. It shall never be inhabited. It shall never dwell in it from generation to generation for a long time. There shall the Arabians be still there. There shall be no shepherds to make fold there. But wild beasts and desert shall lie there, and the houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And the owl shall dwell there, and the satyr shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in the desolate places, and dragons in the pleasant passes, Their times near to come, their day shall not be prolonged, the day is not being prolonged. And the Lord speeding up the time for the elect's sake. It was in Matthew 24. Revelation 20. And it was Matthew 24 is for the elect's sake. That's from the time. Actually, paraphrasing, but Revelation 20. Revelation 17, 16 too, but maybe. Revelation 20. And they shall go out. And when 1,000 years expire, Satan shall be loosed of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, make God and God to gather them together to battle, a number of whom in the sand of the sea. So Esau, in the Renaissance, that took over, he deceived the nations, through his philosophy, through his iconoclasm, his blaspheme, putting the Lord as white, but angels is floating babies, telling you that the chariots of the Lord, calling them UFOs, the real one, not the fake one. They do reply to Blue Beam. Saying there's green aliens, all type of lies. Deceive the nation with his philosophy and idea. And God can make God representing Russia and China. They gathered together in battle, along with their allies. Got together in battle, and they went up in the breadth of the earth and compassed the camps of the saints above. And below city and fire came down from the Lord out of heaven and devoured them. And the devil that deceived them were cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beasts and the false prophets are, and shall be tormented day and night for and ever meeting for a long time. And this whole place is going to be burned up. Lake of fire, all, they have all the wickedness, all the false prophets, the false miracles, the Roman Catholic Church, the Vatican, Washington D.C., London Parliament, the headquarters, all of it's gonna be destroyed. That's why they have these elites being up bunkers. They know this prophecy is coming. It's gonna be burnt. Because the Lord said, "Behold, they come and shall burn like an oven." But let's get Isaiah 9. Yeah, before Isaiah 9. It says, "For every battle of the warriors with confused noise, garments wood and blood, but there shall be burning of fuel of fire." There's going to be burning of fuel of fire. It says, "So behold, the day cometh, it shall burn like a former. Behold, the day cometh, it shall burn like an oven." And all the proud, and all that the wickedly shall be stubble. The day that cometh shall burn them up, the Lord of hosts. It shall leave them neither root nor branch. There's not going to be anything left. And we know in early 1716, the horn, the 10 horns, the EU, the original EU. Germany, Portugal, and Spain making up Germany, France, Portugal / Spain, the same, the split. Italy, Greece, Denmark, Belgium, Luxembourg, Netherlands, and UK and Ireland. UK and Ireland is one, same as Spain, Portugal. The was usually one, and they split. There's more now. Cause they tried to stir prophecy. But I think about prophecy. That's the thing way before. Before they even did it. And it says the future, near future, and present. So now we live in the present. Because whom is the war. I thought it was a scripture, man. I forgot which one. Oh, I think. Yeah, I think the description. Yeah, yep, I remember. I'll get it for you. That's what it says. Peter 10. No, second page. Peter 10, it says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the work therein shall be burnt up. So the day that's coming shall be destruction by fire. And what scripture saying, Revelation 11:14, it says, the second war is past. Behold, the third war cometh quickly. It hasn't been that many years, especially to the Lord. It hasn't been that long. 1,000 years for him is a day. A day to him is 1,000 years. You know it? And it wasn't that far. World War II ended in 1945. It's not that long. You know? And then, so with that, shalom.